Okay, I'm Hamd Sabah. Today we are going to start a new lesson in IELTS writing section 2 or task 2. But today I have my friend Mr. Hugh. He's going to do this session with me. Yes, can you introduce yourself, Mr. Hugh?
My name is Hugh Fifield. I'm a teacher from the UK, teaching English for over 20 years.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Mr. Hugh in our session today. Today, as we started last time, write 250 words on this task or topic. The best way to protect our environment is by reducing waste. Last time, we learned how to write an introduction using background and thesis statement. But today we are talking about something new, how to write a body paragraph, how to start your body paragraph. First, you have to depend on this technique. What is the new technique for this body paragraph? Use point, evidence, explain. This is what we call PEE. PEE is a new technique to help you write your essay academically and systematically. So, with Mr. Hugh, we are going to understand what is P or point. Yes, Mr. Hugh?
Okay, so the point, we can also call it a topic sentence, outlines what the paragraph will be about. So if we're looking at reducing waste, we're going to give a reason why reducing waste is the best way to protect our environment.
So, Mr. Hugh, point is topic, sentence.
Yeah, it tells you the topic of the paragraph.
That's okay? You want to add something again?
Yeah, so once we know what this point is, then we're going to support that point. We're going to tell you more about the topic of the paragraph. So then we're going to provide some evidence to support that.
So, Mr. Hugh, we can say evidence means example.
Excellent.
You can add example. You can add quote if you want to add quote. You can add facts if you can to support your body paragraph. So point is the topic sentence. What you are going to talk about, this is your main point. Evidence means the example or quote or facts to support this point. What about explain, Mr. Hugh? What is explain?
So then we're going to explain the point and the evidence in more detail.
Very good. So in other words, we can say that explain means how and why. How and why your evidence supports your point. Why you think, this is the explain, why you think or how you think your evidence, this evidence supports your point. What is the link between evidence and point? You can say, in other words, more details to show your point. Now, let's have a real example. Our task is the best way to protect our environment is by reducing waste. Can we create a point, Mr. Hugh? Yes, what about points?
Excellent. Yeah, so if you think of a topic sentence then, I think by reducing waste, there's going to be less harm to the environment, less harm to bird life, for example. So my point is, by reducing waste, there will be less harm to the natural world. So this point supports the thesis. It's a topic sentence because we know in this paragraph we're now going to talk about the natural world.
That's okay. So, Mr. Hugh, write this point. I can try to put an evidence to support this point. For example, I can say more than 50% of research, more than 50% of research stated that reducing waste protect our environment. So here I stated more than 50%. More than 50%, this is called what we say before, this is a fact. So evidence, more than 50% of researchers stated that reducing waste protects our environment. This is my evidence. Now, Mr. Hugh, can you write us an explanation for this?
So now I'm going to give explain by giving an example. So I'm going to write, for example, recent research showed that birds were at less risk of harm. So what I've done here, I've explained this evidence by giving a very specific example. I've talked about bird life, and that supports the evidence and explains the point and the evidence in more detail.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yu. But now you have to put the point, evidence, explain in a structure. In a structure of a paragraph. You can't write them separately like this. You have to put them in a structure. You can use this structure to help you write your paragraph academically and systematically. Like this. First of all, state your point. I think this because, state your evidence. Then, on top of this, we know you can state your explanation. Like this. This is the final draft of your paragraph. First of all, you have to use comma because this is a phrase. First of all, my point is by reducing waste, there will be less harm to the natural world. Like this, I stated my point. Then you will go on like this to state your evidence. I think this because, yes, Mr. Yu, can you complete, please?
Yeah, so I think this is because more than 50% of research stated that reducing waste.
It's better to write it for our students.
Okay,
yeah.
That's great.
I think
this because more 50%
of research,
yes,
stated that reducing waste protects our environment. Thank you. Last point is explanation. You can start your explanation with a sentence like this. On top of this, on top of this, we know, state your explanation. We know, here I can't write for example, because I started with on top of this, we know. So on top of this, we know. Recent research showed that, recent research showed that
birds
were at less risk of harm. When we finish to our paragraph, this paragraph may be more than 45 or more than 60 words. So you're learning how to state a point, evidence, and explain your point in a paragraph like this. You will get band score not less than 7, band score 7 in IELTS. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Hugh. If you want to add something, it's your stage.
Okay, yeah, so just to go over the point again, really, that we always start with the topic sentence, we always provide evidence to support the topic sentence, and then we explain that evidence in more detail by giving an example. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Mr. Thank you.